Yep. Back to the game.
Yeah, back to the game. Let's start with
bears.
yeah, let's start with experience points because like, there are lots of strange animals in the old world, you know, beastmen, Bretonians, sorry, stuff like that. Anyway,
Have we
Gustav.
ever thought about doing like a campaign at sea where we all just get fucking murked by Poseidon or some shit?
Yeah, that would be rad. I mean, a sea campaign with exploration and stuff. That would be pretty sweet. I'll consider it for sure. I'll consider it.
Slayer pirates, Slayer pirates.
Yeah. Long drunk. Gustav, tell me, what do you want to buy for your experience points?
I'm gonna take 5 fellowship.
5 fellowship. How much do you have right now?
I have 185, 85 after I use that.
185. Okay. No. I mean, how much fellowship do you have?
Oh, fellowship.
Yeah.
39. It's gonna be 44.
44. All right. Nice. So you are skipping one botch level essentially. So that's pretty nice.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Johannes, what about you?
Well, I'm kind of in a round robin. I think I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with taking another 5% in intelligence.
5% intelligence. That's nice. You
That'll
have more
give
than...
me a 50,
Sorry,
58.
58. Wow, nice. Yeah, that's why I want to ask if you have more than 50 right now. That's
yeah, I already had 53.
Yeah, that's quite a lot. Lambert, what about you?
I am going to be holding my experience for the end of the session when I get 30 experience.
Nice. Okay, very good idea. And finally, Gaston Larue.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and increase my intelligence again. Maybe get me into the 40s.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's very useful for perception, so you know, it's.
I have 200 XP to use though.
So you can so you can buy two upgrades, like 2 advances for your character.
Yeah. I'm not really sure what else to use. I don't know. Have I maxed out my weapon and strength and toughness for my thing yet? You know?
You should be keeping track of that. I mean, you should be keeping track of how many advancements you've bought already.
How many advancements are you allowed?
It depends on your career.
Yeah, it depends on your career. You need to check in the Knights of the Grail. You are a Knight of the Realm, and see how many weapon skill advancements you can buy. Remember, every advancement is 5%. So if you have, for example, plus 20%, it means that you can buy 4.
The different races do have like stat maximums, but it's very rare to like get even close to it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I mean, generally, the stat maximum in game is 95%, technically.
Okay.
I think it's different for the different races, isn't it? Like some just above certain things.
You are rolling, every time you're rolling D100, even a Bloodthirster of Khorne cannot have more than 95% weapon skill.
Oh, yeah.
For time's sake, I'll just do that one, and I'll just hold on to this 100.
Okay.
I'm fine. I'll do a little research.
Sure thing. So Lambert is making his third notes today. Yes, the document.
No, I am done.
No, that was last time. Yeah, I think it's
they're already
I think
uploaded.
It's back to me.
We gotta select a new person.
Okay.
I thought it was coming back around to me, but
is it? All right, it goes back to you then, I guess.
You've already done one, haven't you, Sean?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's on Sean.
Not. Who
No,
has
I'm saying it. It is on Sean if he's already done one. He's got 2 more to go.
Yeah. We are. Yeah.
No. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes, I did do one. That is true.
Yeah.
So the time I forgot I did notes.
Yeah. So 2 more and you're good, right?
Yeah, today and next time.
Yeah, sure. Right. Last time you visited the Gold College of Magic and you've met with a few important people. Among them was one. Archmagisterix Romualda Novitsky. Novitsky. Yeah. And there was also your Jade mage friend there, Corbinian Shrek, and the witch hunter, younger witch hunter or witch hunter apprentice, depends on how you want to call her. You know, the tough as nails witch hunter lady Malgund Altman, and they've told you that apparently it's because of those dastardly dark elves doing their dastardly things in Altdorf. They are. It's almost certain that they are distributing the Crimson Shade to somehow destabilize the entire capital. They are probably using the Golden Lotus Club and its owner, but that's the thing. You don't really know the reason, the final reason for their for all those actions. And if I recall correctly, you've been maybe not ordered, but it was suggested that you should visit the two places in the northern part of the city where Gorina Akner was seen traveling. They're right next to the city walls in the north, and maybe you should seek some answers there. And I think we've ended the game right when you were exiting the Gold College of Magic, and you all were there, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was Aston who at first refused to come in, but
Yeah, but he was invited. Yeah. So you exit the Gold College and walk out onto a busy outdoor street. Well, it's not really busy where you are right now because it's a College of Magic, and people generally tend to stay clear of it. By the way, you can see the Gold College in the handout section. It looks very very London-like, I think. It's an official artwork, by the way, so you know it's at the very top. Lots of chimneys, lots of multicolored smoke coming from them. Obviously, you know, the river here is like the colors of the river and the smell.
Crystal clear.
Yeah, they are very strange. And Gaston, when you were waiting for your friends before you've been invited up, like quite a few beggars approached you and asked you for alms. And the guards you saw, they didn't do anything. They had those smirks on their faces, like it's like they're pretty used to this sort of view. And all of you right now can actually see that there are quite a few beggars, skulking in the shadows, just eyeing you all. But they are probably kind of scared of all of you, mainly, because right now there are four of you. There's, there's a Bretonnian knight, of course. So, tell me, what do you want to do now?
Man,
well,
we gotta meet that rat catcher, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's later this evening.
Day on Eman.
So I think although we've been encouraged to go see these other places in the north of the city, we still don't know where they are specifically yet. But we've hired the kids to try to find that out for us.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So
yeah.
So I think that would be our next thing is to go back to the wand and wait for reports and sharpen our daggers or whatever whatever it is we're doing.
I kind of feel like I should get out there. I don't feel comfortable telling these kids to go do something I'm not willing to do.
Yeah, well, it's just because we're trying to maximize our resources, so that we can do other things while they find out this stuff for us. I mean, do you guys? I mean, they told us she got in a black carriage and went somewhere. Do you guys want to go over by her house and see if we can see where she's going? I mean, I don't have a problem with that. We have a few hours before we need to be back to...
On the map, can you ping where we're at right now?
We're at 14, I believe.
We're at 14? Okay. And that house is supposedly...
16. We're at 16.
No, 16, you're here. Ping.
Gotcha. And her house is supposedly in the area of
It's somewhere here. Being
4.
Yeah, it's because it's
Okay.
close to the.
That's a pretty long ass walk.
Yeah.
Well,
it's-
And we
we're-
have to cross the river for that.
Actually, sorry, more here because it's closer to the palace, to the dreaded Palace of Retribution, by the way.
Well, so because we are, the wand is there.
The wand
Right?
is the wand is somewhere
More or less there.
over here, yeah, more or less. Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
but yeah,
Well-
in that area.
I mean, sorry, yeah, Street of 100 Tavern, so more here. Yes, you are, of course, you're right.
Is there a way to cross the river to get there faster? Like, can we go? Like, is there a barge or something, or I don't know,
Of course, you
Well,
can.
but
a ferry?
Yeah, it's canal boats.
yeah, well, but just if you're if we're going from 16 to 23 to 4, I mean, it's on the way.
Okay.
But I mean, you know,
I thought we
that's
were trying to go 16 straight to 4 or whatever. So I didn't
Well,
know
I
if
mean,
there was a
we
way
can't-
to go faster, get there that way.
All right. Well,
I
in
don't
that
know.
case, yeah, I'm fine with going back by the wand.
To see if anybody showed up. Actually, how does the mail system work? I suppose my letter to Herr Staller didn't ask for a reply, but does that mean that he isn't sending me one?
No.
Force fees and coaching the post office, basically.
No, if you send depends what kind
You would
of
pay.
of return address you've put on your mail. Like,
Okay.
did you wrote if interested in answering me, then please send a reply here, and here.
No, of course I didn't.
I mean, retroactively, we can say that you did if you want, because otherwise that would be
yeah.
pretty dumb.
Yeah.
You know, you're sending someone a letter. Yeah, your daughter pretty hot. Bye. You know, so-
Big
Actually,
tough
it's your
big tough
daughter's
guy
friend
looking for
is
your
pretty hot.
daughter.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, if it seems to me that I would have said, you know, you can contact me at the Shepherd's Wand. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I would have put on there.
I would
But that
also-
goes on the envelope.
Yeah, I would also think that you would put Shepherd's one on the envelope, because this is your base of operations. This is, you know, your staying place. So obviously that would probably be where you can be found in normal circumstances, right?
Right. Well, so that's the thing, is I'm just looking at the text of the letter again, because I did ask him, like, hey, are you going to rebuild your warehouse, or and you know, or what you know, and would you let me have space in the warehouse, and all that shit, and also about getting my license, my journeyman's license, and all that and stuff. So I'm assuming that I honestly I have no concept of game time. So I don't know, you know, it's like, you just sent that letter 5 minutes ago.
I think it was like yesterday or 2 days ago. It was some time
I think
ago.
it was, yeah.
It was 2 days ago in game.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's up to you guys. If you want to return first to the wand and then go somewhere, or like, you know, tell me.
I just feel like I'm just looking at the picture and the bridges there. I'm just feeling like the wand is sort of on our way to easy access to the other side.
Just remember that there are lots of other smaller bridges that are not actually present on the map.
Okay.
Many of them disappear overnight. Many of them appear. You know, some of them are just a few planks of wood put over like smaller islands, or or what's the word for this, like wooden post emerging from the water, like in the middle. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Docks or like
well,
way.
hot piles.
Yeah, something like that. So
not to be confused with hemorrhoids.
So of course you can like travel to the other side via this, or you can buy the services of a ferryman, obviously. You know.
Yeah, there's no rush to go back to. I mean, I don't think the kids are coming back until later this evening. So yeah, why don't we just go straight to Guarina's place and see what we can see. That sounds reasonable to me.
If we see a apothecary shop on the way, I'd like to make a purchase.
Okay.
Okay. Everyone else is cool with that? Gaston, Lambert?
Works for me.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right. So you are traveling towards Gorin Akner's house that is located supposedly near the Pass of Retribution. And Gustav, do you want to ask for the apothecary's shop or do you want to spot it yourself? I'm asking because you either
I just want to spot it myself.
You want to spot it yourself. So roll on perception test.
Okay. Intelligence.
You've passed.
Are you? You spent
My
on.
intelligence is a 53.
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
So yeah, if there's no
So,
modifier,
You've so that means you've passed. All right. Oh shit! Sorry. Let's, Roll is doing. Oh yeah, funny stuff. All right. So when you are actually somewhere over here, ping, because I presume you are using the main bridge, or do you want to try and hire a ferry?
it's up to you guys.
You didn't really specify that, so that's why I'm asking.
Main bridge if it's not an issue.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I don't care.
So in that case, somewhere around here, you've spotted a nice little apothecary's shop, located on one of the bigger streets. As I mentioned before, right now there's this tension in the air in Altdorf. People are like there are so many people on the streets, and so many of them, are haggard, nervous, and maybe downright even scared because lots of them are refugees thrown into a completely different alien environment. Coupled with the Crimson Shade epidemic and attacks, beat-ups, stuff like that. You guys, I presume, are also rather on alert as you are walking through the streets. Watching for what's the word in the US? Tweakers, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we can laugh about that, but really that's how this works. So fortunately you haven't spotted anyone like that, but obviously there is the ever-present danger. You can't really win war on drugs, but the little shop, Gustav, of course you spotted it. It's the name is Frau Machlau's little shop of potions. I'm going to enter it. Sorry, shop of potions.
Shoppy.
Shoppy, yeah. Shoppy, yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's just pronounced shop, but
Shop, yeah. It's the old English, so
Is it run by
E
Seymour?
oldie. See more butts?
Yeah, exactly.
So, you enter inside alone, or do you go with your friends?
You guys can come in. I just need 2 or 3 minutes in here and buy some supplies.
All right. You enter inside, and you guys walk with him. Stay inside.
I'll go with him.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go inside. It's not.
Gaston?
Yeah.
You go inside. All right. So, all four of you enter the very small shop, and when all four of you enter, it's getting really really cramped. And there's an older woman behind the counter. Of course, it smells very strangely and very strong of you know, various herbs and balms and mysterious chemicals, you know, stuff like that. There's this twilight inside. There's dust everywhere, and the windows are very dirty. That you really,
as people say about my department at work, it smells like cancer in here.
yeah, that maybe not as bad, but you know, the large glass window from which you would normally be able to see the street outside is so dirty that you can't really see the street outside. And there's an older woman, you know, and like very older for old world standards, like 60, 70 years old, rather short. She looks like a large frog, honestly. And she says, "Welcome, sonnies, to Frau Malau's little shop of potions. I'm Frau Malau. How can I be of assistance?"
I tip my hat and I smile and I kind of excitedly look over her wares, see the latest developments in the apothecary arts.
Ah, I see. A student, eh? At least you are. I can see that not all of your friends are from the academia. And she looks at you, Gaston.
Hey, I studied at the Gold College.
Ah, really? Roll charm.
Oh, roll charm. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to convince her that you study at the Gold College.
Let's see, where is my charm?
I'm going to roll for her.
It would just be your fellowship if you can't find your charm.
If you
Okay,
don't have
fellowship,
charm, you
okay.
roll half of your fellowship.
Okay. Just roll fellowship.
Okay.
Okay. Then please roll again, because she failed and you failed, and essentially we have to roll before one of us passes. Oh, nice.
Damn.
She looks at you. There's this slight look of suspicion on her face, but she's like, "Ah, I see. Well, that would certainly explain the armor and the sword. Well, anyway,
it's not common practice to announce how much you know about certain harmful substances.
Ah, wow. And you even have your own mouthpiece. I am surprised.
Unless you're an apothecary, of course.
I charm rolled that at a 19.
All right, yeah. I'm not even going to roll for her.
Yeah.
That's a very good roll. She buys whatever you're selling, of course. You know, Lambert. That's without any doubt. Sorry, Brian, what were you saying?
Oh, I was just adding to what Lambert said.
Okay.
Making a joke.
So, she looks at you, Gustav. How can I be of assistance? You want to buy anything, or are you just here to stare?
I'm actually looking for 4 healing draughts, but more importantly,
I have those, of course.
I was hoping you would have some sort of wooden case to keep them in, keep from breaking on the road.
Wooden case, you say? Well, I think I can help you with that as well. Depends, she says, on how many you would like to buy.
I was looking for 4.
4. I would say that in that case,
That completes the case.
I could sell the case for 4 gold crowns, but if you buy 5, then the case will be costing you only 2.
I will buy 5, and the case would be 2 gold, so that's 27 gold crowns. Is that correct?
No, wait, because that's the thing about Old World Armory. The prices there are suggested, but most people in the Old World will not sell you stuff for that price. They will probably want to sell it to you for a bit more. So normally, healing draught costs 5. But, given that this is a post-war economic, and I'm not, of course, joking here, Storm of Chaos, stuff like that, she will sell it to you for 5 gold crowns and 5 shillings. You know, a single healing draught. And of course, I mean, she's not saying that, normally they cost 5, but I'm going to sell it to you for 5.5. No, it's just how much. This is how much it costs. in her establishment.
Well, I assure you, that this will go to those in need.
I'm sure the money will
I'm
also
very
go.
serious dealer,
Kind of the point.
Yeah, the
and I
money.
think 5 is a fair price.
Oh, yes, yes. You mean 5?
Or to keep it simple, how about 5 per drought, and then 3 gold for the case?
That
Can I try to haggle?
yeah, yeah. But let's say that you have plus 10% for that.
Okay.
Oh,
Dang.
she actually.
That's easier than counting shillings too.
You have haggle skill, Gustav.
Yeah, I do.
And how much do you have? Like your total haggle? Use it on fellowship. So how much fellowship do you have?
It's 44.
34.
44.
44 plus 10%, 54. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 55. All right, you won. She'll sell it to you for the exact amount that you want. So like 5.3, yes, or 5.2. No, sorry, 5, and then.
So
It would total
28.
28 gold.
Yeah.
Just to keep it easy.
She's saying, you know how to haggle well, young man. Very well. I like the cut of your jib. In that case, she presents you with 5 glass bottles, filled with this strange multicolored concoction. And she also presents you with a very nice looking wooden box. When you look at it, you have this quick flashback to when Dankmar Lightfoot, he ordered you and I believe Johannes to fetch the box in which there was Crimson Shade. You remember that? The box was it was filled with this like luxurious plush material, and this one looks rather similar. It's obviously of a decent quality. It's like it's not a piece of crap. And you can easily store probably at least 10 little bottles like that inside. But for now you only have 5. So she presents you, Gustav, with 5 bottles and a box. And she takes your money.
I go to shake her hand and I say, thanks for accommodating me. Where I come from, all prices are negotiable.
I see. Well, Hendrik Hendrik had certainly blessed both of us today, young man. She says, as she mentions the god of commerce. And I've just botched on her intelligence roll, and she says, "You're a Bretonnian, right? I mean the accent."
Me?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm a Marienburger.
Really?
My friend here is Bretonian.
What friend?
I gestured to Gaston with my thumb.
I thought he was from the Gold College.
He's just joking. Bretonians have horrible senses of humor.
I see. Well, I thought that
I haven't laughed at one of his jokes yet.
I thought that your accent, it sounded strangely like a Bretonnian accent. Well, in that case, I'm very sorry, Sir Knight. She looks at you, Gaston, and she, bows her head slightly. No offense. I didn't mean to offend you.
None taken.
It's just Gaston's like, yeah, whatever. All right.
Out of character, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a person that we can re-roll our dooming with, or is she not the old lady we're looking for?
No,
okay.
no.
Just wanted to check.
But you can ask her if she knows someone like that.
That's okay. We got too much to do right now.
All right. I mean, you can just ask her. I mean, there is a chance that she doesn't know because I'm going to roll for her. But it's up to you. All right. So with that,
I'll ask her.
You ask her, and how do you formulate the question?
Would I actually refer to it as my dooming? Like that's the correct thing to say in the old world?
You could.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Good.
Of course.
So I say, hey, I'm looking for someone to help me change my dooming. Is that something you can help me with?
And now I'm going to roll for her.
And actually, maybe one of my friends wants to change his as well.
All right. Now I'm going to roll.
Might be a 2-for-1 special.
08. She's like, she looks at you, winks a few times. Ah, so you are looking for someone God-touched to help you understand your uncertain future, yes?
Yes.
Well, you are in luck. Because Frau Malau here knows the exact person that you're looking for. There is a woman. She lives in the eastern part of the city. You know, the dangerous one. She's half a stallion. Comes by the name of Ramona Auman. I've entered.
Okay, got it.
She's supposedly, I mean, she was supposedly, from what I've heard, some sort of a mystic in her own lands before coming to the Empire. And there's talk that she's the real deal, you know. Have no idea why the witch hunters haven't yet taken interest in her, but I guess they are too busy with other things now to to ask poor old Ramona for her supposed gifts. Go to the east side and ask for her. Just be careful. With all these drugs hitting the streets, I've heard that eastern side of Altdorf is even more dangerous than it used to be.
Can't be any worse than the ironworks.
Then what?
The ironworks.
I have no idea what it is.
Don't worry about it.
All right, I won't. Is there anything else?
I mean, you sell alchemical stuff in here. Do you sell, like...
Yes.
Do you have black ball or, like, tallow or anything?
What are those things, like out of game?
Black ball is used to darken leather or steel. It's also used to shine things. It's a mixture of, like, tallow and char.
Okay.
That you would usually use to shine like boots or something, but it's not what I'm going to be using it for.
Okay, and the other thing?
He's using it for the
that's what it
minstrel
is.
show later.
Oh, okay, okay. Let me check if she has it.
I did not know Lambert Cherryheart was a racist.
Vehemently racist. Yeah.
You want to buy blackface?
Fucking knife ears. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, she goes to the back room of her shop, and you hear her rummaging through stuff, cursing. You hear like at least 2 glass vials or bottles got shattered on the floor, and she's like, "Ah, fucking hell!" But then she emerges with a
woman after my own heart.
Yeah, but then she emerges with a large clay pot, you know, sealed with wax.
Fuck, that's a lot of black ball.
Yeah, and she says, "Wow, good, good news for you, little man. I have a last pot of whatever the fuck this is. Yeah, black pot, black cot, black what? What was the
Is
name?
it black ball?
Black ball. Black ball. All right, I have a last jar of black ball, just for you." Apparently.
Gotcha. How much?
Well, I don't know how much does it cost normally. Is it expensive or not?
100 gold.
So it's of a cost that a standard soldier's wages would be taxed for it. Like you would pay for it out of your soldier's wages when you were in the service. But it wouldn't be high enough that it would be like you aren't going to make money after a month of service. You would just lose out wages for like a week.
So I would say, I don't know, given the the economy stuff like that, a single silver shilling for that. I think.
Yeah, sure, that's fine. I mean, you've been more than accommodating, so I'll give you 2 silver shillings.
Oh, then thank you very much, Sunny. In that case, enjoy your black ball.
I like black ball a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, figures.
Yeah.
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 I like black ball, and I cannot lie.
In that case, is there anything else? Maybe this young man, and she points at you, Johannes. Maybe you would also like to buy something. Hmm?
No, I think I'm good. Thank you, though. I just came in here to support my friend if he needed it.
Oh, that's important. You know.
Emotional support for buying shit.
Yes.
It's very important to take care and support your friends, of course. I approve of that. I approve. Well,
he has capitalism anxiety.
I see. You see that she has no idea what you're talking about. In that case, I bid you, gentlemen, farewell, and may the gods bless your endeavors, of course.
And yours as well.
Thank you.
Frau, whatever your name is, Frau Malau.
Malau, Frau Malau. Yes, it rhymes. I know. That's
yeah.
That's very funny. Can you please go now?
Yes. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Oh, that was awkward. So you exit from Malau's shop, sorry, and you walk out on the street where an anvil falls on you, and you all die. Thank you. This is the end.
Not a grand piano.
That's the coyote.
A huge piano falls on you from up top. No, of course not. And then you pass the Great Bridge. Obviously, you all have to pay, but only a single penny per leg. So 2 pennies per person, obviously. You also see that this time on the bridge there are quite a few more soldiers than before, and they are all very, very tense as they are, stopping people. Not all, because there are too many of them, but they try to stop as many as they can and tax them, you included. And given the look on their faces and the tension in their movements, you can see that it's probably not a good idea to joke with those guys.
So Lambert jokes with them.
Right, so you're paying, or you're trying to haggle, or maybe
No. I'm
2 pennies for my legs.
Yeah.
Yes, 2 pennies. So
Since I am technically half of a person, does that mean I pay half a penny for each leg?
No.
No, I think you pay 3 pennies because you've got a third leg.
I mean, we all know my dick we all know I can rail the hottest hoes with the best of them. But
if you're not careful, they're going to give you the broken leg discount.
Good luck breaking this dick.
You're saying this to the sergeant who charges you?
No, I'm saying this to the jackass who just told me they'll break my legs.
All right. The soldier says, all right, very funny. Now pay up and get lost. We have more people to tax.
Got it. And I fish around in my purse.
Yeah. No problem. You have the money.
I do. I have way too many pennies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have 170.
I have 125 pennies.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
I want to do this too.
Where are you guys keeping that money? All that money. Anyway, after that.
Prison wallet.
Yeah. Oh no.
One of those little coin holder things.
Yeah, ass pennies, bud.
Use at the arcade.
That's how you get the upper hand in a conversation, man.
Yeah. Sorry, Brian. What was that?
I said we're using one of those coin holder things to use at the arcade.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah.
Oh God. You know the funny? I hate to derail again, but the funniest fucking image in my mind is if you went to a strip club and they had like coins. They had like one of those little coin changers and changed your cash out. Just pelted you with coins.
I thought you were talking about those things that they used to have at, what was it, like toll booths, the thing that fit on your belt that has a little.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Oh,
So I'm sure there's been a bit done about that. I'm sure somebody's done
It
that.
has to have been done.
Yeah.
Making it rain.
Right.
Ow.
That's making it hail.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I forgot
Yeah.
about that. Yes, that is making.
So anyway, you've crossed the bridge, and you're on the other side of the city now, the good side. There's of course the Grand Cathedral of Sigmar that you can see from where you are. The magnificent dome of this grand temple can be seen from almost any place in the city. There's naturally the Emperor's Palace, even though there's no Emperor in sight. Still,
He's dead.
No, he's not back from the war yet.
Just walked off one day.
Yeah.
Well, like Sigmar.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean,
He's on a special farm.
He's on a special mission. And the many towers and spires of this magnificent building can also be seen from any place in the city. As you are walking towards slightly to the western side, towards the Pass of Retribution, you think that you can even see a truly bewildering view of what you guess is some kind of a winged horse with a man sitting, like with a man riding it, holding a very large banner flying over the spires of the cathedral. Over the palace. And even like people all around you, they even stop and they're like, "Wow! Look there! Magnificent! What are those called? I think those are called unicorns." No, you fool! Those are not unicorns. It's obviously a griffin. A griffin? Have you seen a griffin without a beak? You moron! It's a Pegasus. Oh yeah, it's a Pegasus. No, it's not a Pegasus. You dumb dolt. It's something like that. But
is this a statue we see or an actual?
No. It's
thing
It's a Pegasus.
It's a Pegasus, like out of game, flying like you are far from the pass. But even from here, you can see the silhouette, like of this incredible creature, flying over the roof of the Imperial Palace with a man, probably some kind of officer of the Imperial Army, holding this huge banner. You guess maybe this is a spectacle made, to boost morale and to make people, be all like, "Oh, wow." It certainly works, at least if you take into consideration, the reactions of people all around you. But like in a few seconds, the strange sight of this flying creature is gone, disappears. I mean, Altdorf, right? You see very strange, very peculiar stuff almost every day. And I'm not describing all of it, but during your stay here, you've seen exotic beasts being escorted through the streets, people from nations as far away as the Far East or the Far South. Elves, dwarves, and I'm not talking imperial dwarves. I'm talking about proper Kala's Anchor dwarves. Like this is really the center of the old world. But anyway, you are.
Hey,
moving.
can we take a quick bathroom break?
Yeah, sure. 5 minutes and we are back. Of course.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay, sorry.
I'm back.
Cool. Who's that? Boop.
I don't know. It
Oh.
almost kind of sounds like somebody's muting and unmuting.
Well, no, it's
Duncan on Friday.
Mhm.
Falling asleep while standing.
You're cut off, buddy. Yeah, no more milk for you.
Oh, I'm gonna pick him up from my parents here in about an hour and a half, and he's probably gonna be in the same state. If he goes to my parents, he comes home dirty and tired. If he goes to my in-laws, he comes home calm and excited.
Yeah.
Like calm there, excited the moment I show up. It's like, all right, yay, I can go be excited now. Fuck.
Yeah.
And so it's so
Yeah.
quiet here. I love it here, but it's so quiet.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I used to get the thing like we'd visit them for the holidays, and my wife and sister-in-law would go out. You know, their fun thing to do is like go to Marshall's to go shopping.
Hell yeah. That sounds like the most bad trip.
That sounds like hell. Oh my god.
Yeah, well, so I had times where I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna stay home and like work on my computer or whatever, but then my in-laws were there, doing stuff with the kids, or with my daughter especially, because since she didn't see them all the time, she was all weird about them, and I would get the thing like, oh, well, she does not like that when you're not here. I'm like, oh, okay. It's like, so when she has no other choice, she's much better, or she doesn't freak out when you're there. Got it. It's like, whatever. Yeah, it was always very annoying.
So, Andrew,
Uh-huh.
how do you feel after beating me?
Oh, so I think I accidentally cheated a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
So,
what will you
don't-
say?
I don't think that I think I still probably would have killed a lot of things, but I think I'm only allowed to use one ranged weapon on those monsters at a time. I don't think I can use all of them, but I can use all of my melee weapons.
Yeah.
I think I still probably would have done a lot of damage. I was only using one melee weapon.
I mean, if it was like regarded as psychic
So-
powers, I think you can get away with it. But like,
Yeah.
gun wise, like if I have two different profiles for a gun, no, I can't use both profiles.
Well, it's not different profiles. I was reading my data sheets and it said choose one.
I'm
So
here.
they're all separate weapons, but it said choose one. So that's my fault. I didn't.
Oh,
Gotcha.
okay. So you're a fucking cheater.
No, you know I'm not.
You're a cheating liar.
Yeah.
No good
That,
piece
that,
of shit.
that happened to a guy. They were playing Middle Earth, and he's been running this list forever. And it was like, oh, we just found out that he can't legally run this list.
Yeah.
This is a
Well-
illegal list.
To my defense, like I've only played like 5 or 6 games now. And the problem is every time I play, it's like a year has passed. It seems like.
Yeah.
And I mean, but I'm getting better at it, and I'm catching on to things. So whatever.
Everyone's here?
Yes.
I think so.
Brian?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was.
Brian was here.
Brian
I
got,
thought.
got kidnapped by the Skaven. Of course, they
Okay,
don't exist.
maybe. Yeah.
Like, there's-
So do you like my thing is like, I left out the part. So I was like, we pay 2 pennies each to cross the bridge. I left out the part where we digressed about strip clubs with coins.
Okay.
Those are
That
my
was
notes.
about it. That was about the point. You didn't miss much.
You're here. All right. That's good. So,
Oh, thanks, Michael. Oh, you're here.
yeah. Oh, there's this guy
Sorry, I'm such
here.
a
It's like,
sorry, I'm such a disappointment, Dad.
yeah, I mean, forget about including. Forget about
Whoa.
me including you in my inheritance, right, or something like that.
Oh,
There you
well,
Mm.
all right.
Such a disappointment you are, young man. But anyway, you are walking towards the path of retribution. You're not walking right next to the river per se, but even from here you can smell the the very strong, let's just say, stench of river Reich during the late summer, early autumn. Especially, all the byproducts of Reich eel, or rather Reich eels, one of the most famous delicacies in all of Altdorf.
That means expensive but disgusting.
No, actually, that's I should say that they're not expensive. They are the commoner's food, but like even higher class likes them. Reich eels are a staple of Altdorfers' diet, especially those who live near the river. Unfortunately, they are so popular, and they live so much like after what's the word? After parts, after byproducts. Oh yeah, byproducts. Like when you prepare them. Awful, yeah, exactly. That they stink the whole place up, and I don't mean just the river parts. The entire Altdorf can be smelled for miles. Because
Every time you describe Altdorf smell, I'm just like, yeah, it's just New Orleans. Yep.
because
Probably.
because
New Orleans during Mardi Gras.
there's
Yeah,
there's this miasma of stench.
Miasma of like
Yeah.
seawater, stagnant poop, dead fish, and cum that's just
Yes.
washed up at high tide and
Smells
washed
like
out
urine
at low
everywhere.
tide.
I actually, when I ran the Project Twilight in New Orleans in the 90s, I kind of forgot about the smell. I mean, about telling my players the smell, and I was specifically asking for it. I remember when I was making research, of course. By the way, is New Orleans still one of the most dangerous cities in the U.S.?
City proper, probably, yeah. It's no Detroit.
Birmingham's up there too, though. Actually,
Yeah, Birmingham is up there. I don't see it.
it's like top 5 or top 10.
I'm not gonna stop my car in Inslee, but like,
Right.
Wait,
Inslee's,
you have a city named Birmingham in the U.S., like in the UK? Like
yeah,
that's
that's where
where- that's
that's
where
where me and
live,
Andrew are
yeah.
from.
Oh,
Yeah.
We don't actually live like in the part that is like the bad part. We live way away from it, really.
Yeah, we're probably about 30 minutes out from the actual city.
Okay, gotcha. Well, that's actually interesting. I know that you have few Warsaws there as well, so that's pretty sweet. Anyway, Brian, you here or you're not here?
Yeah,
Oh, you're here. Nice. So anyway, you want to locate the place where Gorina lives. The place that Tigman Neuer told you about, the kid, the leader of the street kids. That said, you've never really been to this place, and quickly you can see that not many people travel these streets as well, because the Palace of Retribution is nearby, and only a madman would seek it out voluntarily. So, if you want to locate her place, or, the approximation of her address, I would like for you to roll Fellowship. Charm, to be more precise.
Charm?
Actually, no, sorry. Fellowship, normal Fellowship will suffice in this case. You can, only one can roll, and, 2 more will support him, or you can all roll separately, but if you do this, then I presume that you kind of split up.
I think we should support Lambert since he has the highest fellowship.
All right.
I'm just putting it out there.
Mm-hmm.
That works.
Am I like? What's at stake here if I fuck up?
If you just fail, probably nothing. If you botch, I can tell you because it's it's a surprise. I mean, every time.
All right.
Depends on how bad you botch. Oh, by the way, yeah, sorry. 2 more important things about rules. I completely forgot about them. I want to introduce a new rule because with my interpretation of botches, you botch on rolling double above your skills, right? So you have, so you also botch on 99 and 100.
Right.
So from now on, to make things more fair, when you roll 0-1 or 0-2, this is the ultimate success.
Okay.
Okay.
Like, even if, for example, with like a minus, you'll be only able to pass a roll on 0-1. If you roll 0-2, this is also a pass, and it's a very, very, very good pass. Just like rolling D1, just like rolling 100 is the worst kind of botch that you can have. So this is the first part, and the second part. This mainly to you, Gaston, because this mostly concerns fighters and people or other characters in general who are wearing armor. I've after 15 years of playing this game, I was just informed that when you have your mail on you, you don't get a minus modifier to your agility. You only get minus modifier to your agility tests. This is a very big
That's big.
change. Yeah, this is a very big change. When you have plate, you of course you get the -1 to movement for, I think, even a single piece of plate mail. But when you have chain mail or scale mail, you only get minus modifiers when you actually test your agility, not when you are walking, like la-di-da-di-da with your chain mail on. So we need to remember that. And now we can go back to the game. So Lambert, your friends can support you for up to plus 30%, let's say, because all three of you can support him. Please roll if you want.
Oh.
Nice. Yeah, because you... yeah, nice.
He would have had a 98 charm.
Yeah, exactly. You've asked about the place, about this large mansion, stuff like that. And you actually asked a few people, because not all of them were sure where it really is. And when you mentioned the part where it's supposed to be, you even saw that few of them got this worried, maybe even scared look on their faces, because it's near this damn building. But one of the men said, "Oh yeah, I know the place that you're talking about, Sir Halfling, but it's a bad place. I don't know why you lot want to seek it out. It's a bad place, and make no mistake. That's over there," and he gives you the directions, essentially, where to, how to get there.
Gotcha.
But if you don't have to go there, I say that you shouldn't. It's a bad place. And with that, he nods his cap to you and runs away. Like, I mean, I'm not even joking. He maybe not runs away, but he very quickly, moves
using
away.
Using my amazing detective skill, guys. It seems that it's a bad place over there.
To be fair, we figured it would be. She's a bad mamma jamma.
What's that?
What's her nuts?
Gory Nachner?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've never had a what's her nut. Wonder what
Never lived.
Well, anyway, you are walking in the direction that you've been pointed. You've been pointed to, and yeah, you eventually you can see a small group of steer stone buildings, gray, completely, depressing to look at, honestly. They've been constructed like, at least the central building has been constructed out of massive ashlar blocks. I don't know what ashlar means, but yeah, there's this word, and I don't think that they've. This is the word, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. No clue.
Yeah, the whole thing, by the way, looks like a fortress. And honestly, it's completely unadorned. But even from here, you can see that the walls probably have withstood several assaults, you would say. from you would guess rioters over the years, because these are the courts of justice, the place that the Altdorfers like to call the Palace of Retribution. And the only people near this horrible place you can see are guards, grim men in dark uniforms, armed with halberds and shields, keeping a careful eye on everyone who is, well, I mean, there's no one nearby, but even when you are like walking in a distance of like few dozen meters, you can feel their gazes on you. This whole place just emits this pure aura of dread and lack of hope, and of course the crushing weight of imperial justice. And very soon you are grateful that you've left it behind. Not too far from the Palace of Retribution, like 2 streets after crossing like 2 more streets. Sorry, what?
Nothing. I just burped.
Ah, okay. Cheers. You emerge on a small, like you take a right to a smaller side street, which leads right to the docks. And true enough, lining this side street, there are a few townhouses, maybe not. Sorry, yeah? Someone was saying something? No?
I don't know.
Okay. There are a few townhouses lining the street. Maybe not mansions like the ones near the Golden Triangle, but obviously places for richer Altdorfers to live in. That's the fact. You see that quite a lot of them look deserted. The windows and doors are boarded up. The roofs are in a state of disrepair. Only some of them are surrounded by walls, and most of those walls, they're not even half near as high as the one that is surrounding the Golden Triangle. There are also very, very few people. I would like for all of you to roll me perception test. If you have bonuses to eyesight, then of course you can use it.
I just need to roll intelligence, right?
Yeah, but if you don't have perception, you roll on half.
I have excellent vision too, but I already passed.
Oh!
Right.
Suck it! Oh shit! Oh shit!
All right. So, Johannes, you rolled 0-1. So, all of you have this feeling that you're not alone in the street. Lambert, maybe it's because of of what happened to you and your relatives lately, that you're just paranoid and see assassins everywhere. Gustav, you saw a few strange markings on nearby walls and lampposts, even scribbled on cobblestones lining the street. Markings that are not related to the cult of Ronald, but that are obviously some sort of sign system of you would say that you would maybe use the term gang markings, except that you have very strange feeling looking at them when you look at them. Gaston, your combat experience and many years of fighting for the king and the lady taught you how to how to spot an ambush even if you don't see anyone, that you can just feel if someone is watching you, and right now you can feel that you are being observed. But Johannes, you are the one who saw at least half a dozen silhouettes in nearby buildings. 2 of them on the roofs, hiding behind chimneys. The rest in the darkened windows of nearby houses, including one of them peeking at you from a top window of the house that supposedly Gorina lives in. Dark, hooded, with you think masks on. They're just looking, but you are 100% certain that you are being observed, and the hair at the back of your neck, you know, it just stands because you have a very bad feeling about this. You can see the mansion in front. It is a dark Gothic building, the only one on the street that has a high wall surrounding it. The wall is completely covered in vines and actually roses, like wild roses, just, you know, are covering the wall in place. The roof is dark, tilted. The windows are narrow and dark. It's obviously very old, but probably it's the building that is in best shape of them all on the street. What are you guys doing?
Well, gents, I think we need to keep walking. What do you say? We found the place.
It would seem so.
Seems like we're not welcome.
You all have a feeling of being watched, while Johannes and Gustav, you are sure that people watching you, or, you know, whoever is watching you, they are just hair breadth away from doing something very unpleasant to all of you if you act inappropriately. It's like this saying that, you know, you walk through a town in Iraq and you can feel the sights of rebels on you. You know, something like that from a war movie I saw lately. That's the feeling. That's the general feeling.
Yeah.
I circle in front of Gaston so I could see his facial expression.
Gaston, do you have your helmet on?
I do now.
All right. You've just he just put his helmet on. You can't see shit.
I would just say I'm kind of, you know, eyeing around, but kind of stone-faced, just kind of trying to pay attention to the surroundings, you know.
Okay.
I try to pick up speed and keep on walking towards the river. Like, let's go, guys! Fucking let's go!
I'm probably you know, in the rear too, behind everybody now, so that way, since I have the most armor, I'll be the meat shield if anything happens.
Mm-hmm. So my question is: are you actually changing direction, going towards the river, or are you trying to approach the gate to the house? You can see even from here that the gate, of course, leading to the courtyard of the house, of the mansion. Sorry, not the mansion. It's like a large townhouse, not the mansion. There is a man guarding it, like a single guard dressed all in black, and, you know, he has a sword at his hip. He's just leaning against the dark, you know, vine-covered wall. You actually, funnily enough, you don't think that he's looking at you. Even though you just noticed that you're probably the only people on the street. So?
I just say, guys, come on, let's go. We know where the house is now. Let's move. And I keep on trying to walk toward. I don't want to walk anywhere near the gate. I want to walk, you know, just like we're walking by.
I mean, you knew where the house was before. Because
but we never. Yeah, but we never actually been there and seen it. Now we've
This
seen
was
it.
kind of a reckless way to go about it.
Well, I mean, we'd just been
Just walk
told
right
where
up
it
to-
was. We didn't know where it was, per se. I mean, we'd never been there, right? That we were trying to find it. So, I mean, I didn't think they'd be spying on us the whole time. Anyway, I'm walking past the house. I'm not even looking at
you
it.
know, it's not like they're spying on you, Johannes.
Right.
You are sure that they simply have the street covered. And what I want to say, even with your 0-1, you haven't seen any weapon on them because you've only seen silhouettes, and more importantly, you've only seen silhouettes of faces, maybe of a single arm. But to your eye, they are like camouflaging themselves, very, very well. Almost unnaturally so. And Gustav, you once again check those few signs that you've managed to spot here and there. You know that normal, like, Altdorfer, your ordinary Altdorfer, would not even be able to notice them. But you see them pretty well. Because in principle they work like, signs of cult of Ranaud, or maybe of a gang that you've been part of in Marienburg. But they are unpleasant to look at, all jagged, alien, in shapes, very, very sinister. Would be a more precise word.
Johannes, stop for a second.
No, let's go. I keep walking.
You're not stopping?
I am not stopping.
Can I help you with something? You hear from the gate, from the guard. He's just leaning and looking at you. You boys lost?
No, we're. I tapped my wrist. We're late to an appointment. We're on our way.
I see. It's never good to be late for an appointment, eh?
Nope. Let's go, guys. Come on.
I look at Lambert, and I walk up close so I could sort of whisper, and I hold my hand over my mouth because I know I'm being watched. And I say, look, we kind of blew this. They know we're all a group now. We're here. Do we leave a message?
Oh man. So you caught perception of them watching us real well, and we could all tell they were watching us real well. I just take a look around because, like, I'm gonna. What's the best way to do this? I'm gonna look up, and this is gonna be a lot of acting and a lot of relying on actual fear. I'm gonna look up at the guys up on the gate. I want to look. I want to look terrified, and then frantically look around and take in as much detail of the surrounding area as I can.
So you're looking at the guards standing outside the gate, looking terrified, and then just looking around. Yes.
Looking around as if I'm looking for, like, where do my friends go, and take in, like, where are good spots that you could hide to look at this place.
Okay, then.
He's casing the joint.
Sorry, Sean.
So would that be evaluate?
Casing the joint.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Would that be on evaluate?
Well,
No, evaluate, like determining how expensive something is.
well, first of all, if you just want to spot the best place, this is a simple perception roll. If you have perception, then you roll nice. And the second roll, looking terrified. You want to? Are you really terrified? Or are you pretending?
I am. I have a lot of guys with a lot of steel looking at me like if I make one wrong move, I'm gonna die. I am pretty scared, but I want to really sell it that I am just frantic and trying to find a way out of there.
So roll me plus 20% acting. I think you have it, right?
I don't have acting. Acting is not a thing.
Wait.
I have perform.
Yeah, sorry, perform. That's what.
Gotcha.
I meant.
Plus 20% perform.
Yeah.
I would like to re-roll that.
Sure. Nice.
There we go.
Nice. Yeah.
Actually, with plus 20%, you didn't need to re-roll that.
Even so.
Yeah. But
that's way too close to not good.
yeah, but now he has like a few successes. He's like 60. Yeah. Now you have quite at least 4 successes. All right. And Gaston, what are you doing while because you see that Johannes is quickly moving towards the river. Gustav is whispering something to Lambert. Lambert is just looking around himself with this terrified look on his face. Tell me, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm staying with Lambert and Johannes. But I'm also looking at Lambert and thinking he's acting like a baby.
Yeah. All right. Lambert, you've You took a quick glance around, and you look sufficiently terrified. You know that you're selling your fear really well right now, and you've spotted. Let me quickly roll for you because you had a decent roll for the perception. You spot at least 2 good places from which you could observe this house. That are nearby, of course.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. You also...
All right.
Sorry.
Sorry.
You also notice one thing, Lambert. When you are passing, when you are walking past the gate leading to the house, you see that there is a big black coach parked, parked inside. There are no horses attached to it. And even from here, you can see, of course, that the coach is, it's a magnificent vehicle, very well made, completely black, wood, metal, everything. But there's no heraldry. There are no markings, nothing that could, that could tell you which, family or merchant house or merchant guild. Or whatever owns this coach. And you remember what Tidgeman told you. You remember what Tidgeman told you, right?
I have no idea what.
He told you that Guerina travels in this coach. That she uses that this was strange to him. That she travels in this large black coach. Pulled by 4 black desk chairs, obviously very well made, obviously insanely expensive, but there are no signs to whom this coach actually belongs. And you see it right now. So yeah.
I'm going to cock my head around and follow very quickly after my friends.
All right, yeah, and so you are walking towards the river. After about 10 minutes of brisk walk, and remember that Gaston, Gaston, I presume that you are also trying to walk equally fast as your friends, but you have full plate, and so not only you are really loud, it's also very hot, and when you're trying, to walk faster, you are just sweating your you're sweating like crazy, yeah. But eventually, you leave this strange, sinister street behind, and you emerge onto another larger street that is actually filled with people. What are you guys going to do now?
I slow down once we get out of where I feel safe. I slow down and wait for the guys to catch up.
Okay.
I just want to get away from the front of the from the area.
Well, it takes you probably a minute or 2 before you all rendezvous with each other. You can see that you're all flushed red, but also there's this nervousness, radiating from some of you, especially from Gustav and Johannes, and Lambert, of course. And so, please, what now?
Well, they know who we are and that we're interested.
Well, I think they already knew who we were because they attacked you. So I don't think it's any mystery who we are or what we're doing. But again, I don't think just walking by their house necessarily means anything to them. I saw that there were lots of people watching us, and so I didn't want to engage. Why you felt the need to engage with that guy, I do not understand.
Who did I engage with?
Well, when I said, "Hey, we're just sorry," when he asked us, you just stopped there and stood in front of the freaking gate.
Oh. Well, we were already being watched at that point.
Yeah, but well, whatever. It doesn't matter. But yeah. So what did you guys see anything else? I only just saw the guys looking at us. Did you see anything else of interest?
I saw Lambert had a panic attack.
Cleverly disguised. I will be returning here probably this evening.
Why is
I think
that?
we have to go to the Golden Triangle this evening.
Oh,
You mean after that?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Wait a minute.
Now hold up.
Okay, so we got several things. So we need to hear from the kids. We need to hear from the rat catcher tonight.
And that's at the One-Eyed Miller, I believe, right?
Right. Mm-hmm. And then you guys were invited back tonight or tomorrow night to the.
I thought it was tonight. I could have the timeline wrong.
Yeah,
I think it's tonight.
It is tonight. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure either. I'm just.
No, you are invited tonight.
We can be fashionably late though.
Okay. So. So how do we accomplish these goals? So now we know where she is, and we know that even though you didn't tell us that there's a black coach in there.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think that Lambert told you that he saw a black coach in there.
Yeah. But we the kid told us about it in the first place, so we know what we're looking for.
Yeah.
Even though. So I mean, I personally didn't notice a place to observe when the coach leaves, but that might be a thing that we can do is either hire a carriage or a rickshaw or something.
A cart, perhaps.
Yeah. Something that we could oh, but I don't know how to drive. Well, we'd hire a driver, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what do you guys think? What's the best way? Or we can just follow along the street we think they're on and say, "Hey, did you guys see this weird black coach?" And do it that way. But
I mean, I saw it there.
Well, no. I'm saying. Okay, so we need to do 4 things, right? And so the first thing I'm on is how do we follow this coach to where it's going tonight? Do we hire a coach and say follow that car, or do we just ask people on the street, hey, did you see this weird, funky coach go this way?
We don't think the kids can manage it.
I'm not sure I want to put them that close to harm's way.
Well, that's what they were already supposed to be doing. But if we essentially got told by the Templar lady, hey, you guys need to find out what's going on at this house, I'm inclined to at least try to do that. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So what I'm saying is I think what is eventually going to happen is that Gaston and Lambert, I guess, apparently are going to go back to the Golden Triangle, and that leaves Gus and myself to figure out where it is that she's going that is not the Golden Triangle.
Yeah. But I think all those other things that you mentioned that we're supposed to do are supposed to happen actually before 7 p.m. anyways, like the kids and the rat catcher. So I guess we gotta go figure that out. But yeah, it sounds like
Wait. Gaston, something. Andy, something. You're roboting a bit.
Do what?
It just sounded like bang, bang, bang.
My connection went out.
Yeah. So say again, please.
Saying it sounds like we're gonna have to be split up anyways once we go to the Golden Triangle. So yeah, and you won't be that far from the place anyways at that time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so what time? So it's afternoon right now, correct?
Yeah. It's after
like 1 or 2.
For some reason, I remember the rat catcher is supposed to meet us at 4 or something like that. 4th bell.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we probably need to start heading back that way.
Yeah.
For the One-Eyed Miller.
Yeah, so I said now that we are positive we know where the place is, we know we have to watch her later this evening. Let's go back to the wand. Let's fortify ourselves with food and drink, and and then hopefully the kids will find us. We'll talk to the rat catcher, and then we'll go on our merry way to fame and fortune or death.
Come again, Bran? Something?
Oh, I was saying something to my wife. She was just passing through.
Sure.
So that's a barrel of ale for each of us.
Not me.
Yeah, I know.
Wait,
I have to say something every time.
One of these days, we're gonna get you to drink ale.
We'll see.
You'll love it.
When there's no
It's great.
wine around, of course. Yeah.
Not even then.
Yeah, I was gonna say he'd rather drink piss than.
Royal piss.
Yeah, like sheep piss or something. Right?
Mm,
No, that's in Kislev. No. Oh.
delicious. All right.
Mm.
Johannes presented you with a plan. You agree to return to the wand, or do you want to do something else? Because it's up to you.
One-eyed Miller, right?
Yeah. That's...
No, well, the wand first because we can eat. I mean, unless it's gonna take us 2 or 3 hours to get to the miller.
True.
Mm-hmm.
They're close by too. They're close to each other anyway.
Yeah.
Yep, that's true. Close.
I think we should go back to the wand and eat. and you can have dirty looks from Marta.
Marla, yeah.
Marla, whatever.
Whatever. Yeah.
Whatever the fuck her name.
From the skunk, yeah.
No, I like her. I just can't remember her name for some reason.
Yeah. So anyway, Lambert, I presume that you are also cool with this plan, right?
yeah, that's fine. That'll work.
All right. So in that case, you go back to Shepherd's Wand first to eat something, right?
Yes.
On the way
Drink,
back, I
be
want to
merry.
tell Lambert I offer my condolences, and I haven't had a moment to properly convey that to him.
Yeah, I mean, thanks. It's gonna be. This is an awkward conversation, considering in the past 24 hours I have slapped my friends, I have yelled at y'all, I have proposed blowing shit up, straight out cold-blooded murder, and witnessed the death of a lot of fucking people I love. That said, thanks. Your apology means a lot and basically fixes everything.
He's offering my condolences.
Apology accepted.
I smile and nod and just look away.
That was awkward, thank you. Right, cool. So, I guess you are returning to the wand. Please deduct 2 more pennies from your character sheets each, because you once again, unfortunately, need to pay the fee as you are returning. Remember,
Taxes are theft.
Taxes are theft, but remember that even in Altdorf, most people, if they don't have to travel, to the other side of the river, they don't do that, because imperial tax collectors are very, very inventive when it comes to separating people from their hard-earned money. Eventually you reach, of course, first the Street of 100 Taverns, and then, Shepherd's Wand. Along the way, you also, sometimes took a glance over your shoulders, or, carefully watched nearby side alleys and dark doorways, stuff like that. But you don't think that anyone followed you from from the street where you saw the house owned by Gorina Akner. As you enter the Shepherd's Wand, of course, you can see that this is the time, this is the time of day of practically the lunchtime. So lots of people are having hearty meals, lots of dockers, sailors, but also, of course, people who are just nearby, or your usual patrons, the ones who've been coming to the Wand for years now, who know this place, who know the owner, and who really just like this establishment. You see that Marla is, she what's the word? She's waitering, yes? Works as a waiter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Serving.
She's serving, of course. But she does not. She haven't noticed you. Truth be told, serving girls and boys have lots of work right now. As I said, there are lots of people. So Gustav, perhaps you are slightly relieved that you don't have to make eye contact. And so you look for. Do you want to look for a free table, or do you want to order food to the room?
I'd order food to the room.
Yeah.
I get some rest before the night. I feel like
Okay.
Okay.
So
tonight might start coming on.
sorry, once again, Ren.
So we don't know what time we're getting back tonight, so
Yeah.
I might take the opportunity to sleep.
So you go to your room. To the room owned by Gustav, Johannes Lambert, and Marla, because or Gaston. Maybe you invite them to yours. That said, your room is not as large as theirs.
Okay. Well, I imagine they probably want to go to the larger room.
Yeah.
So we'll just go up there.
Yeah. Lambert, you were saying something?
I was going to say that I have to take a call here in a minute.
Okay. Sure.
That I can't really ignore.
Okay.
But what I'm going to be doing character-wise is using that black ball to blacken my leather armor and blacken my dagger, just in case it comes to that. But I've got black clothes in my gear. I've got a black mask in my gear. I'm trying to get as dark as possible.
Ninja.
To help with my stealth.
All right. Very nice.
You're gonna go to the Golden Triangle like that?
I'm not going into the Golden Triangle.
You were supposed to.
I believe. What? I thought the point of this plan was.
The witch
Oh,
hunters.
shit.
You were invited back with
Oh,
me.
fuck. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to pack all this shit up with me, anyways. All right.
well-
Yeah. Fuck that. All right. Well, I'm just gonna eat then. I'm gonna take a big nap. I'll be back in like 10, 15 minutes. Sorry.
No worries.
I'm gonna take a bathroom break real quick.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Gustav, so I presume that you order food for everyone at the bar, and then just ask, the bartender to send someone with it to your room, right?
Yeah.
All right, sure. You're ordering the food. You can see that there are quite a few people. You also go upstairs. Do you prepare yourself in any way before the evening?
I'll catch a shave and a nap if there's time. But anybody else that needs a shave,
You have.
it's on me.
You have barber surgeon tools, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you shave yourself. Gaston, do you also want to get a shave?
No.
No.
I have a beard and then I have no hair.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Gotcha. You see that Lambert, meanwhile, is just blackening his leather armor, his boots, stuff like that. You also know that relatively soon you have a meeting with the rat catcher. who is supposed to take you under the Golden Triangle. At least, like, that's the general plan.
Yeah.
All right.
We just didn't realize that it was all going to be happening all all at the same time.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I want to hear declarations of everyone who's coming with Gaston, who's going under the building, stuff like that.
Guess we're under me and
Johannes, right?
Yeah.
You, Johannes, and the Ratcatcher, you will go under the building, while Gaston goes to the Golden Triangle with Lambert, if I got this correctly, right?
Oh, is that what it is? Or
I have no idea. That's why I'm asking.
Well, yeah, they invited Lambert, but
Yeah.
Lambert was just an assistant, and he kind of pissed them off, so we might be able to swap in another assistant. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
well,
I feel
yeah,
like Well,
Go
I
ahead.
mean, I guess I probably could go there without an assistant, right? I don't know if it's required that I have one.
Of
but
course.
would
I would go
seem-
with one just to get another person inside the building.
Yeah, but I think if we're gonna try to put another person inside, it's got to be Lambert because they already know him. Even though he pissed him off,
Yeah.
like he's still invited back.
Well, what about this? And I'm not saying this because I think it's a good idea, but what
Bring
if?
Marla as a date?
Well, you could do that, but that's not what I was thinking. What I was thinking was that, like you said, you can go by yourself, or I think at one point we talked about having the Templar lady be your servant, but that's probably a bad idea because she'll just start attacking people. But what if Lambert and Gustav went under the triangle? Gaston went inside and said, "Yeah, I left my servant at home because he's a dickhead." And then I went and tried to follow Garina to the other thing and not get killed.
I think like sending anybody off on their own is probably I mean, I'm going into a building, which is probably a bad idea by myself, but whatever. But I mean, like sending you
Johannes,
off,
you don't want to
in
go back to that.
the streets alone. You know, it's different. Like,
Well, I mean, I'm just saying because well, yeah, I mean, we could put it off another night, but I'm just saying that like other people are expecting results.
yeah.
And say, oh yeah, well, we had this other thing that we thought was more important to do. But I mean, I feel like, music's getting sad. I feel like if I'm with a driver who's driving me around and I'm just trying to get an idea of where this carriage is going and not get too close, I should be okay, right?
Technically.
So I'm gonna, after I eat lunch, I'm gonna look to hire a I don't even know what kind of cart that would be, but a handsome cab.
So you would want to hire essentially a coach.
Yeah, but like not a big one, a small one.
Small one. Okay.
Well, so in my mind, so that here's the thing is I don't know what would really be recognizably be driving around the streets of Altdorf. To me, what she's driving is the big fancy stagecoach kind of coach.
Yes.
And so
Go ahead.
what I'm thinking is, I'm thinking more like like a tuk-tuk from the Philippines.
All right.
or Bangkok. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to describe
essentially
it.
talking about a wagon or a cart.
Well,
really.
something small. Yeah, something small and so more like a instead of a limo, a smart car taxi cab.
Sure. So that would
That's
be
what I'm looking for.
That really would be exactly that.
Okay.
You can roll me common knowledge Empire, Sean. Basic without any bonuses.
Okay, common knowledge. Hopefully that's common knowledge Empire because I can't read it.
You've passed. You know that
yay.
this is actually relatively easy to find, especially in this part of the city, and that it would cost you probably like 3 pennies to get you where you want to go. Of course, this wouldn't be, you know, a luxurious ride, anything like that, but it would be serviceable enough, and that's really what you need. Yeah, and like naturally, if the coach, or sorry, the wagon, if it needs to cross a bridge, then you would be expected to pay, you know, any fees, additional fees, and you also are aware that, for example, if there would be any damage done to the wagon, you could probably expect, you know, the driver to try and you know, force you to pay for any damages.
No, that's fine. Well,
even if they would be his fault, actually, funnily enough.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just I'll have a conversation with him, but my general thing is like, okay, we're gonna pay for everything, it's all good, but I'm gonna give you an extra gold crown.
Wait. So you are right now you are waiting for food.
Well, yeah. Right now I'm waiting for food, but okay. Well, then we can role play it when the time comes. I'm gonna look for somebody after.
Because as you are discussing this between the three of you, Lambert is just generally, you know, trying to, you think, catch even a few minutes of sleep. You suddenly hear a sharp knock at your door, and you hear a voice of, you actually recognize one of the serving boys. Master Johannes, there's a letter for you.
All right. I jump up.
You jump up, you open the door?
Yeah.
All right.
I open the door.
You open the door,
I
you
get
see...
stabbed.
You see... Yeah, exactly. You see the kid with a huge knife just shanks you in the kidneys. No, you actually see the kid that you recognize by now. He's standing in holding a sealed envelope. You know, sealed by wax, actually. You send the letter to the Stollers or to Edberg?
Yes. I sent the letter to the Stollers, asking for multiple favors. One of which was an introduction to Edberg's Hannah Edberg's father.
You see that the letter, of course, is addressed to you and written by her Stoller.
I hand him a shilling. I hand him a shilling for the letter.
You know, you can see that his eyes just glowed as he received the, admittedly, very very large coin for someone, you know, of his status. He of course says, "Thank you, Herr Johannes," and then he, you know, quickly runs downstairs. Gaston, you see Johannes, you know, returns to, closes the door behind him, and he returns inside holding this letter. Yeah, Johannes, you open it.
Yes, I open the letter. I break the wax seal.
You break the wax seal. You know, the wax seal, of course, has also the JS letters. You know that it's Johann Staller, short for Johann Staller, of course. You take the paper out. You open the paper, and there are only three words there. Go fuck yourself. No, of course, just
I was like, wait, what?
No. Oh, sorry, 4. Can't at the end, of course. No, yeah. I'm of course kidding. Actually, the letter is very long. It's on a single piece of parchment. Sorry, not parchment, paper. You know, good quality. It's written very well. What it says, of course, is that first of all, Johann Staller, you know, once again thanks you and your friends for everything that you did to him. There's you know, there are like few sentences saying that his family is now rebuilding, that Eva and Stig got married, and apparently, you know, Stig is working very hard to produce an heir. soon, of course, which is kind of creepy when but these were different times, so whatever.
Yeah, in keeping.
Yeah,
in keeping with.
Yeah, in keeping with the times. That said, you remember Stigradovich, and you don't really want to imagine this, this happening. It's traumatic. Then he says that, of course, he's more than willing to lend you space in his newest warehouse that he just bought recently. The warehouse is located in the eastern side of town.
Oh,
and you remember that, like I said before many times, the eastern side of Altdorf is very dangerous. It's the poor quarter, essentially. That said, you also remember that Stallers, they were, they've what's the word? They fell on tough times. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Especially after their warehouse burned and they were kidnapped by the crazy necromancer Ralph Hebert, of course. But apparently Johann bought a new warehouse. It's in his inside. He also, because of Stig's family, he also plans to enter into many lucrative trade agreements with the Kislevites, especially when it comes to shipments of kvass and vodka. As well as he also mentions, pelts, fur, stuff like that. You have a feeling that even though he's probably in a tough spot, he's smart enough, and he's what's the word, crafty enough to get out of this tough spot rather quickly. And he says that he would be very honored to have you he's not using the term business partner yet, but you have a feeling that if you prove him yourself, he will. That of course you can, he'll be able to rent you space inside this warehouse for your endeavors. And that of course, yes, he can introduce you to Edbergs. By through his daughter, because Eva is apparently a very close friend with Hannah Edberg. You just need to name a day, the hour, present yourself well. He actually writes that, but this isn't in any way disrespectful towards you. It's just
bring your A game.
Yeah, exactly. And after that, it's all new.
Sounds good.
I'll
have to write another letter.
Yeah, he of course finishes this with, "I'll be awaiting your answer with interest." Gustav Gaston, you see that Johannes, sits on his bed, and he's enraptured. He reads the letter that he received. You don't know by whom, by the way, because I presume, Johannes, that you haven't told them. But you see that he's just reading, completely, focused on the letter, completely focused on the tight handwriting.
Is this good news or bad news?
Oh, it's excellent news. I just need to live to be able to to get it. So extra incentive to not be killed.
Who's the letter from?
It's from Herr Staller, and he is going to help us, or help me specifically, but by helping me, help all of us, with some space in his warehouse and introduction into the Merchants Guild and to the lovely Hannah Edberg. So I've got a lot to live for, is what I'm trying to say.
Hannah
Yeah,
needs
I
me.
don't know if I showed you what I bought earlier, but I'm pretty much open for business. And
right.
most of the healing arts. There's a few more tools I need to be a physician, but
Well, I will assist you in whatever way I can. I don't know where you can set. If you maybe can you set up a doctor shop in a warehouse? I don't know.
Well,
Anyway.
you would know that you would have to probably discuss this with Johann Staller, but
Yeah.
given the fact that you've saved him and his daughter, he probably won't make any problems as long as, of course, it's all legal.
Yeah.
You also know that.
Right.
But
Right.
you have a feeling that Staller is one of those very honest people who would not even deign to think about running some kind of illegal business from one of his establishments. So,
in other words, a true Reiklander.
Yeah, exactly. True son of Sigmar, of course. Eventually, your food arrives. After you finish, the meal. The letter. It takes a while because, well, there are lots of people. But you've been given Gustav lamb chops with sliced apples, so pretty good. Sorry, not Lambert, but Johannes. You are being treated by a spicy beet pie.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like beets myself.
Well, I was gonna say in real life I hate beets, but
Oh,
I'm sure Johannes loves them.
Yeah. Gaston, you've been given pork sausage with boiled onions. And
sounds delicious.
Yeah, and finally you see that Lambert has been treated with a large portion of steak and kidney pie. Remember,
Ooh.
this is not like T-bone. Steak in those times meant you probably like mincemeat.
Yeah.
It's my dad's favorite dish.
Sorry, what? Your dad's?
Yeah, steak and kidney pie. He's from Wales.
Yeah. It's
shit like that.
yeah, it's like a meat pie. Yeah, with crust and everything. Am I correct?
Yeah, it's just the kidney's the weird part because it's kind of gritty.
Yeah. I'm not a huge
organ meat in general is kind of weird.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of eating animal like organs, but some of them can be, if done well, can be tasty enough.
Yeah, liver's not that weird if it's done right.
I usually like.
I'm back. Sorry. Fuck contractors. Let's get this going.
Yeah, I usually like goose hearts or chicken hearts. They are pretty good. Yeah.
I like liverwurst.
What the fuck did I walk into?
You've walked into a very delicious steak and kidney pie, Lambert. That's what you've been given that's what you've been given to eat. And of course, the three of you, Johannes, Gustav, and Lambert, you've been all treated to a large mug of beer each. And Gaston, you've been given a large glass of good red wine. Not Bretonnian, but not bad.
And just to recap, I got a letter back from. I was just telling Lambert that just to recap, I got a letter back from Herr Staller, and he's going to help us out. So with all the stuff I asked.
Nice.
For. So we're if we. I was telling the guys, I have much more incentive to stay alive now.
You have someone to live for.
Yes.
And only 2 days to retirement. I'm sure that you will survive, obviously. Yeah, so, after you've eaten your meal, also, Johannes, tell me, do you immediately ride back, or can this wait? Because remember, that you need to eat, and then you almost, right after that, you need to meet with the rat catcher.
Right. I feel like there's not enough time in this day to because I have so many things to do. So I will keep the letter close to my heart, and I will endeavor to answer it in the following morning.
All right. So as you are eating, the four of you, let's discuss your plans. Who goes where? because I have a feeling that there were some plans, but then they've changed, and I would like for you to tell me what you are going to do right after the meal, who goes to the triangle, who goes to the sewers. I would like to have a clear vision of that.
Yeah, also, when you were gone, we were talking about possibly you wanted Lambert to do something else, right?
Oh well, I just said that I thought that because he sort of had primed himself for being a sewer ninja,
Yeah.
that he
No,
should do
I mean,
that.
like, the issue that we run into is the fact that I am still welcome in the Golden Triangle as a servant.
Yeah.
Well,
I would be there
but yes.
in the servants' quarters.
It probably wouldn't be a bad thing to have two sets of eyes because obviously I'm not great with stuff like that.
Can't really move out of the servants' quarters without
Right. Maybe
good
you
need,
can though.
like good purpose.
Maybe you can.
But now hold up. But I can talk to servants, which, by God, there's ways to pry that chest open and get information that I need. But also, they're servants. What the fuck are they gonna do, man? I can I'll get out. We're right.
If you want an extra set of eyes not in the servants' quarter, you had suggested bringing Marla as a date before.
That could be a thing. I mean, if it would be easy to say why Lambert's not there, his whole family was murdered. So, I mean, I'm sure they probably know about that anyways. So,
That's also a fair point.
it would be easy to be like, yeah, he's going through some shit. So,
But
I
wait,
don't know
do you
that.
want
Yeah, but then you would also connect him to the
Yeah,
thing that we're pretty sure they had something to do with.
yeah. Do you want to
Okay.
tell the potential guys who were implicit in the murder of his family that
But
you've
but
killed
you don't
his
think that
family?
they already know? You don't think that they already know that he's? I mean, I guess that's a good point too. Would bringing him there put him in more danger? So,
Hmm?
I don't know.
Not next to a knight.
Yeah, but he won't be right with me. Supposedly this time, they were saying. I think. Yeah, I don't know.
It's a good question. That's for sure.
Well, anyway, I think we have time for all of us to go meet up with the rat catcher, and then we can, when he gives us his news, then that might help inform our plan of action a little better.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Are we? Is the plan of trash and rats off the table?
I
Not
don't-
entirely.
I don't totally remember what the plan of trash. Oh, was that throwing trash into into
Throwing
their courtyard?
trash and throwing bags of rats into the courtyard.
But I don't think there is a courtyard. I think that was part of the problem.
No, there was a
Oh,
courtyard. There was. A
Oh, okay, there is a courtyard. Okay, all right. Yeah. And then saying, "Hey, we're here to clean up the rats that we just threw in." I mean,
Okay.
yeah, I have no idea. I personally completely forgot about that angle. But yes, I do remember that we were assembling bags of putrid goo. Now that you mention it. Well, anyway, we need to meet the rat catcher, right? So let's do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can argue about it more.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to argue down here. I just want to lay out the point. What is the point that we're trying to get with getting back into Golden Triangle?
I don't know.
Yeah, I
Okay,
thought
well,
about that
that'd be
too.
a great thing to figure out. Why are we going back in?
Well,
Because we said we would.
because they invited
Officially,
us, and it would
because
just be
you
rude.
said you would come back. But why are we going back?
Well, were we going back to officially place the weird masks and daggers?
I mean, that's a
proof-
good point. Do we
proof of
actually
that?
do we need any more information than what we already have?
We know they're involved.
Like what?
My plan with the trash and the rats was disrupt them enough that they have to bring in cleaners to remove them from whatever they're doing. Like, you can't operate openly if you have a bunch of outside contractors doing work in your building. So that would remove them from the situation and possibly get Garina to move more often so that we could possibly follow her.
Mhm.
Like, you see where I'm going with that. We already know there's fucking masks and daggers in there. Fucking doodle do. We already know there's a bunch of rich fops in there, you know, jerking each other off and looking at old shit. Great. But, like...
It's supposed to be
Yeah,
like a night there.
I'm sorry, Mr. Robot, what was that?
Is it my thing still messing up?
Yeah.
Just occasionally.
Yeah, for a minute.
Sorry. Well, I was saying it's not just me that's supposed to meet them there. Like, it's supposed to be a night where, like, I think all the members are there, if I remember correctly. So, like, me not showing up probably wouldn't even, like, really throw off anything for them. They probably wouldn't even care.
I think we should meet with the rat catcher and see if something else comes to light that might change how we look at this.
Let's meet with the rat catcher and then go from there.
Yeah. I mean, the only other reason to go is to be like, okay, I saw this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy there.
It's pretty important, you know.
Yeah.
But like, I wouldn't. You guys know more people than I do at this point, right? That, like, you would recognize more people than I would.
Not these
I
guys.
don't know about that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't. We're not fancy enough to. I mean, we'd probably have about the same amount of ability to go. Oh, there was a guy with this crest on his lapel. But other than that, we wouldn't be like, you know, unless it was the Emperor himself or something, we wouldn't know who the fuck it was.
Okay.
I don't think.
I didn't know if there were some people that I had missed before, you know, joining.
No. I think you've been here for all the people we've met in context with this.
All right. To the rat catcher.
All right. So you go to the rat catcher to meet him. After, of course, you know, returning the plates, dishes, stuff like that. Do you take the letter with you, Johannes, or are you leaving it in the room?
Well, I said before that I was going to keep it, you know, like in my shirt next to my heart.
Mm-hmm.
But I think just for safety's sake of Herr Staller, so that if it's found on my corpse by by cultists, I don't want him involved. So I will hide it in our hidey hole in the floor.
Mm-hmm. All right. You go outside and then you go to what was the name of the second inn?
One-Eyed Miller.
One-Eyed Miller. Yeah, you go to the One-Eyed Miller, the inn that Lambert, Johannes, and Gustav know very well. Gaston doesn't really know very well, but he was already there. You were told to meet the rat catcher outside or inside?
I thought inside because we met him inside last time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So we order a round of drinks. I can pay for it. How much does it cost for a round of drinks?
In this place, the cheapest ones are 1 penny per mug. The normal standard ones are like 3 pennies per mug. Like,
okay.
The cheapest ones are, of course, you know, they taste like piss.
You might want to bring your own wine this time.
I was gonna say, does the Miller not have anything better than piss beer?
Let me roll.
I'm saying bring a bottle from here.
When you wanted to, when you want to order wine, the bartender, he looks at you rather perplexed and says, "Well, I mean, we sometimes have wine, but you know, our clientele are not really that sophisticated." He says, and he looks over your shoulder at Gaston, but maybe we should think about adding it to the menu.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, I'll pay 12 pennies for 4 mugs of beer, and we can give the 4th one to the rat catcher when he gets here. And Gaston can just look like he's drinking beer for the time being.
It's your money, says the bartender, and he shrugs his shoulders. You know, do what you want with it. And he, of course, pours you, 4 mugs.
I carry them like a beer hall girl in Munich.
Yeah. coupled with the revealing dress. Tell me.
Yeah, the dirndl.
Yeah.
Yes.
You approach, the far side of the table that you've sat at last time when you met with the rat catcher. There are no like alcoves here, like in many inns in the Empire. Even Shepherd's Wand has a few of those. They are, separated from the main room by usually long pieces of cloth. But sadly, there's nothing like that here. You are all, except for you, Gaston, I presume, sipping your beer, which isn't bad. It's your standard Empire, fare. It's possible, but in Shepherd's Wand you think the drinks are better, simply put. Eventually, after like 5-6 minutes, you see a dark hooded figure enters the place and very quickly makes his way towards you, and you can see that this is indeed the rat catcher, Dayon Eman. Sorry, what?
I said, "Thank fuck." I thought it was going to be a silver masked assassin.
Yeah. He pulled out 2 crossbow pistols and just, let's rip. No, of course not. It's the rat catcher / sewer jack. He, without saying any hello, hi, anything like that, he just sits at the table in front of you.
I nudge Gaston's beer to him.
Yeah, he only nods at you, Gaston. Carefully, because obviously you're a knight. Then looks at all of you. Looks at the beer that you've given him. Takes the mug, takes a sip. Says, smacks his lips. I needed that. So, what's the plan, boys? We doing this or what?
Did you find a way in?
Yeah, I found a way in. Way in is easy. It's
All right.
It's from under the building. There's a grate separating the underside of the cellar to the sewer, but I can deal with that, he says, and you see that he pats a pocket, one of the pockets in his long cloak. Tell me, you guys already paid him or not yet?
That is a good question.
I don't think so.
I think you paid half, right?
Well, what I remember
maybe half.
that I haggled the shit out of him and almost got him to pay us to do the work for us. So I feel like maybe we paid him already, but I can't. But whatever it was, it's not very much.
Right.
Let me. Who was taking notes that time? Was it me? It might have been me.
We paid him 1 shilling, I think, and you might have given 2.
Oh no, Gaston became a robot again.
Well, let me just look at the.
I was gonna say, I think you paid him 1 shilling, but it might have been 2 because you were being nice. I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's say for now, you can check it, Sean, but let's say for now that you've paid him. He says, he looks at you and you are all quiet. Says like, "Oh, aren't you a cheery bunch?" All right, so who's coming with me? The Mime Brigade.
I think we should stick to the original plan now. If Eamon's coming with us into the sewer.
Now let me be perfectly clear, gents. I'm taking you there, but I'm not going inside this whole triangle place, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I can get you in, but whatever it is you're doing inside is none of my fucking business, and I don't want to know. But and he looks at Gaston. Is he coming along as well? Because I don't know if you know how sewers work.
He's not.
All right, good.
I need to ask. At what point would the sewer connect with Golden Triangle?
What do you mean?
At the cellar.
It's in the cellar?
Yeah, he just told us that.
There is a metal ladder coming to a hatch leading to the cellar. Now, don't ask me how I discovered this, and I don't even want to know.
Oh, no, of course not. Professional courtesy, of course, yeah.
I don't even want to think why such a posh, luxurious place has, something like that installed.
Yeah, it doesn't bear thinking about.
Yeah. Oh, and of course, the side sewer leading to the grate. Well, as I said, it's a side sewer. It's not in one of the main lanes. Not that Altdorf really has something like main lanes when it comes to the sewers. Most of them, of course, are dwarven made, but through the years, a lot of additional stuff has been added. If you know what I mean. After all, the city is constantly getting bigger and bigger. Yeah. Also,
So Lambert, do you want to go underneath, or do you want to go with Gaston?
I think it would be smarter for me to go with Gaston. I could make... we can talk about this after our guest has left.
True. Sorry, continue.
No, what I wanted to say is that the sewer system, you must understand, is slightly, it's very convoluted, having been built over many generations. And generally they are tall enough for a dwarf or halfling to walk through without bending over. The operational sewers are most likely to be located in wealthy neighborhoods, and this is good for us because the Golden Triangle is located in a wealthy neighborhood. But even so, and he looks at you seriously, even so, you must understand that outdoor sewers are not safe. There are things there. Well, things. Gangs, of course, people who tend to keep to themselves, who don't want to be found, and also things. Nasty things. So I suggest that you take some weapons down, and ideally some light armor. Leather works best, after all. Of course, it's up to you, but make no mistake. If anything bad happens there, I'm not sticking my, I'm not putting my neck out for you guys. And I expect the same from you.
Understood.
You pay me well, I take you there. But if anything shitty, no pun intended, happens along the way, you're on your own. So, I suggest daggers, short swords, maybe a buckler or two. No firearms. They will be quite useless, in the damp confines of the cellar, of the sewers.
Yeah, you'd probably go deaf.
Yeah, and a halfling here, I can see that he knows his stuff. But crossbows are always useful in the sewer.
We don't have any of these things.
Well,
can we borrow yours for some more pay?
I only have, my stuff for myself. I don't have spares. But I'm sure.
Boys, we can equip ourselves.
And he once again points at Gaston. You're not going to tell me that with someone like that you don't have coin to buy yourself a small armor, right?
Sure, we can find something somewhere. Do you know where we can purchase some stuff?
Yeah, in the weapon shop. He says. That's usually where you buy weapons.
As you can see, I'm not from here. Where's the weapon shop?
You don't have weapon shops in Bretonia?
Okay, I think I understand what's going on here.
He's saying, where is the weapon shop? Ye old weapon shop, yes.
The closest one, I don't know. Probably Probably you can even buy a sword or a crossbow on the street of 100 taverns. I bet that they have like a weapon shop or two.
Yeah, we could check on the way back.
Now, wait. Can any one of you read and write?
I can.
Yes.
All right. Produce a piece of parchment and some charcoal. I'll tell you what to buy, what you will need to.
Okay.
For a safe journey.
I will let Mr. I bought a whole writing kit to feel important do this.
Who was that?
I think you?
No, I stole one.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, well, Mr. I stole one because I'm too cheap to buy one.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, yes. Fire away.
All right.
So we need daggers.
No, wait. Long daggers, a crossbow. How many of you are coming with me? 2 only, right?
I don't
Possibly 3.
3. All right. So 1 crossbow should suffice. 2 storm lanterns, and get yourselves maybe 3 soaked torches, just in case. 2 storm lanterns with some spare oil, of course.
You said a quarterstaff is no use down there?
I mean, you can use it to prod things if they will come towards you from the front, but you won't have enough room to swing it. I suggest some kind of a cudgel, maybe a mace, but honestly. And he pats, a long dagger that's hanging at his hip. Bladed weapons work best. Make sure to have something to cover your face, because the stench, for those who are not used to it, can be overwhelming. And even those who are used to it, like myself, can sometimes feel really dizzy if, for example, we enter the area where, there's a literal amount of shit. Now also, you must understand one thing. Sometimes there are floods and cave-ins, especially in those badly maintained passages and tunnels that have been built through the centuries, after the dwarves created the first tunnels. But usually they only happen when there's when it's been raining heavily, and I don't think that we'll have to worry about those things today. Also, don't touch any strange things that you see, and I'm not going to be more specific. If you see something that you think is strange, don't touch it, don't prod it, don't talk about it, don't, phone over it, whatever. Right? And watch out for rats. Especially the big ones. Big rats are the worst.
Okay, so I'll read this back to him.
Oh, and one more thing, and he whispers. Be especially careful if you see anything green glowing in the sewer. Like a green rock, green stone. If you see something like that, notify me. And by all that is holy, by all of the gods and the saints, do not even approach it. And he says that very quietly, while looking around himself, like all conspiratorial and shit, But he's not, he's not saying anything else.
Okay. Oh, I see. All right. So I have. I need some long daggers, a crossbow, a couple of storm lanterns, some soak torches, extra oil.
Something to cover your face. Maybe buy extra capes. Extra extra capes with hoods. Of course, if you can afford them, high boots. The higher the boots, the better, so that you won't find turds in your, under your feet, literally. Like, let me be perfectly clear. This is going to be a very unpleasant ordeal for you, and you will smell like shit for days to come, even if you wash yourself.
Yeah, you're probably going to want like some kind of rag or receptacle you can soak in some aromatics to bring you down there.
And probably my advice, if this is a one-off thing for you, after you go out, burn the clothes that you went in. Because there's no way in hell that even Shalia herself will be able to make them clean again. Pardon my my blasphemous mouth, of course, he says with this rather crooked smile.
You're really selling the sewers there, buddy.
You're paying me to get you safely to your destination. I'm just telling you what to do to make the trip as safe and as pleasant as possible. But that's it. Alright, I'll give you 1 hour to buy all the necessary things. In 1 hour from now, we meet outside of this place and we go towards the entrance that I've prepared.
Alright.
Any questions? No? Excellent. Thanks for the beer, he says, as he drinks the last of it, belches loudly. Pardon. And, gets up and goes outside. And you guys are left in the tavern alone. But, since Michael has to go, we will end this here, and next time we'll start with a sewer trip. How exciting.
Next time let's do a long game. Sorry about today, guys.
No worries. Just next time, remember, I will write to you about, the proper time, stuff like that, so start earlier. But, today's game was lengthy enough. Alright, so the points. Everyone gets 60 points today. For your note taker, of course, notes the points, as usual.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. I'm trying to open a document to do it, and I'm having issues. I'm slow.
Okay, so everyone 60 points, everyone for your characters 10 points, everyone for the gods. Gustav, where are you godly today?
Are we doing a place of birth?
Oh yeah, sorry, before the place of birth, yeah, sorry.
It's different every time.
Yeah, Gustav, what about your place of birth?
I said where I come from, all prices are negotiable.
Nice, that was cool. And the whole thing with the Bretonian accent or Marienburg accent. You've clarified that. 10 points for you, of course. Johannes Reikland. You've mentioned that he's a proper Reiklander.
Yeah, that was the only thing I think that I said.
No, I actually give you 10 points because once again you are, I think, the one who, except for Lambert maybe. And by the way, this is not like critique towards others, so please don't take it that way. But you talk a lot. You have lots of ideas, and I also really liked one thing. We need to get out of there. Come on towards the docks. Like you took charge when you felt that you guys were in danger. So you showed yourself. I mean, at least for me, these are the signs of leadership, and Reiklanders are all about leadership. So 10 points for you. Lambert Cherryheart, what about you?
I didn't mention anything about my homeland.
Yes, that's true. All right. Gaston, what about you? You've mentioned something about
the Iron Orcs.
The Iron Orcs. What is that?
Iron Orcs. So that's a thing that Carsonians only know about. They're a special type of orc that lives over there near the mountains near them. So, and they're like really bad. They're worse than black orcs.
Okay, so all right, very cool. So I'll give you 10 points because
I believe that's black orcs that have worked with or with the black iron. That is the same kind of iron used to forge chaos.
Well, it said that their armor is like basically fused into them.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same metal
like
that they use when they make Chaos Plate armor.
No, you are talking about the Bretonnian, the orcs that can be found in Bretonnia with pieces of armor fused into them. Yes.
Yeah.
The Iron Orcs.
This is something. This is different. Black Orcs were created by the Chaos Dwarfs, essentially genetically engineered. Funnily enough. And
they
Chaos
look
Dwarfs,
like Black Orcs.
Yeah, the Iron Orcs also have this darker hue of their skin, but they are two completely different things. But the Iron Orcs are they have insane stats. I mean, I saw them and. Yeah, really cool antagonists, but hard to use. Anyway, very nice piece of lore, Gaston. So of course, for 10 points because this is very unique. Religion now. now we can go to religion. Gustav, what about you?
I realized I got sidetracked from Lambert's suffering, so I offered my condolences on the way back to the
Very cool.
Shepherd's Wand.
But I will give
and when
you...
he when he acted like I was apologizing for something, I just brushed it off and just let him have his moment.
Okay, I will give you 5 points. I would give you 10 because I specifically said at the very end, you know, the guy, the sewer jack was saying that even Shalia wouldn't be able to clean it up. And I was, honestly, I thought that you would, you know, comment on that. You didn't.
I took it as a joke. I'm not that serious.
All right, sure. Well, I mean, the part with Lambert was nice. You mentioned anything about run out today or not?
I don't think so, actually.
Yeah, I don't think so as well. All right. So 5 points for you, Johannes. What about you? Remember, even if you are a Rayklander, it doesn't mean that you have to be exclusively Sigmarite. Like, you know,
right.
You don't have to be Leopold 2.0, right?
No. Well, no, I definitely I am also in the Shalian camp for some things.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't feel like I did anything religious today.
All right, no worries.
I can't think of anything.
Lambert, what about you?
Nothing religious today.
All right, Gaston, what about you? The lady.
Yeah, I didn't mention the lady. I mean, when Johannes went off, I stayed with everybody, kind of being maybe chivalrous. I don't know, to protect. I've already decided that Lambert is my Saving Private Ryan, so I'm gonna like protect him since all of his family has died. So I'm gonna make sure his bloodline will keep on.
You made a comment when we were near the river. You made a comment about the Lady of the Lake.
Really?
And I can't remember what.
Well, that was just us talking, though.
Oh, okay.
That was just us. We were talking out of character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know, it's all organic. It's better to not insert anything about religion or place of birth than to say something forcefully because that's not good. Right. So star signs, Gustav. What about you?
The dancer. I was joking with everybody at the apothecary shop, and I said to Lambert when we were by Glorina's house, I said coming here was reckless. Should we just leave a message for her?
All right. You have recklessness as your star sign, yes?
No, like it's. I said coming here was reckless. Should we just leave a message for Glorina?
Mm-hmm.
My star sign is the dancer.
The dancer.
So I was like, we're already here. Like.
Okay. Okay. I can't give you 5 points for that. Sure. Johannes, what about you?
So mine is the Piper. So sorry, how many points you gave him? 5 points?
5.
Is that what you just said? Yeah. Okay.
Diplomatic, cunning, shady.
Well, I felt like I was trying to kind of win them over to my idea of everybody splitting up and like you guys should go here and you should do this and I should do this, but I don't know if that's necessarily.
I honestly took it more for your as your Rayklander
yeah, okay, that's
heritage.
Fine. Yeah, okay. So
yeah.
nothing.
All right, Lambert. What about your star sign?
The Wyman the Anchorite is about caution and pre-planning. In the moment that we were in front of the gatehouse, decided to use that moment. Yes, we've been caught. We've been recognized, sort of, like we're in a point of danger. But even so, try to learn what I can in that moment. And later on in the meeting with the rat catcher, say, like, hey, we can talk about what we're doing there after this dude leaves.
Okay, sure. Very good explanation. I can give you 10 points for that. Gaston, what about your star sign?
Mine's the drummer. Supposed to be like excessive and hedonistic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I was very excessive.
No.
I mean, I joked around with the lady, but that's about it in the store. I don't know if that was excessive.
Yeah, and you said that you can take Marla as a date. That was kind of nice. You've joked with the lady, true.
If taking a girl on a date is excessive, he must be the waspiest motherfucker in the fucking world.
Well, he's a knight. Come on, give him a break. He's married to his sword and his horse, probably.
That's like a Mormon saying "damn" and then not immediately praying about it.
Yeah, that's true. Oh gosh, darn it!
Right.
But you know what, Andy? I will give you 5 points for that
Right.
because I can see that you are trying. So you know that's all good. All right, dooming, our favorite part. Gustav, what about your doom?
Thou shalt sup from the cup of corruption. I made no cup or drinking references today.
All right, Johannes, what about you?
Nope.
All right, Lambert, what about you?
Thy tongue shall be thy undoing, and I'm going to be honest here. I don't think I did anything good enough to warrant it.
Today, true. I think that
I was pretty guarded about what I was saying.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Gaston, what about you?
Nah, yeah, I don't think I have anything. It's indulgence in thy dark desires will end thee, so I don't think I had anything today.
Okay.
But we did.
Remember,
Apparently we found somebody that can help us.
Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry, one more time, Brian?
I said Lambert was kind of an asshole when I was just offering my condolences, so like that's kind of his tongue doing.
Hey, that's okay. Hey, I forgive you. It's all right.
Yeah, you know what? I can give you 5 points. However, Brian, note for you, because I don't know if you read the drummer part. A character born under this sign tends to be extreme in any decision. Wait, you have the drummer? Or you have
I have the
me?
drummer.
You have
No,
the,
he had. Yeah,
you have
Gaston has the drummer.
and Gustav, you have the dancer, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so read this. They take scorn very poorly and will almost always challenge to a duel someone who has offended them or their fair partner. You had, for example, very cool option here. When Lambert, sassed you, you could take this further, next time.
I was trying to be compassionate there.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
For the shouting thing.
But anyway, you are right, Lambert. I can give you 5 points. You see, Gustav helped you here.
There we go, buddy.
And Lambert, of course, gets 5 points for Halfling. And did you guys did you guys do anything to further the scenario, push the scenario forward?
Sort of devised a plan.
But
we devised a plan that we're still working on.
It was a very short session, so I don't think anything really did push it.
I also
this is all stuff that we had planned.
Yeah, I think
that we were going
next
to do.
session with the sewers and stuff will perhaps, make
Next session, there's going to be a couple.
Yeah, make things happen. But true, for now, I think that's it. These are the points.
I'm going ahead and spending 200 of my XP, and I'm grabbing a weapon skill and a strength increase.
Okay, I will ask you for that anyway next session because I will forget.
Yeah, I have one advance left to make before I can figure another career.
Okay, so that's it for today. And very quickly, let's make one thing more. Next session. So 2 weeks from now is 21st. And I could probably play on 21st, but half an hour later than usual.
I cannot.
Okay, you cannot.
That is my wife's birthday, and we are going out to a fancy dinner.
Okay. What about 28th?
We're doing stuff that day. I can definitely do the 28th.
Okay.
Yeah.
It should be fine.
Yeah, I should be able to.
think I can.
All right. So, our next session will be on the 28th. In that case, very cool. Yeah. So I'll see you guys then. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Sorry about today.
Yeah. No worries.
No worries. Cool.
Next time.
Later,
Next time will be standard time, of course. But I will, remind all of you anyway.
No,
So
we're just like roll 20.
yeah. Just check roll 20, and we're all fine. Anyway, talk to you later. Bye bye.
Thanks.
But-